Hi everyone, it's Eva here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build. And in today's video, I am building a fully black modern mansion just because I've been really loving dark colors recently. I don't know. I used to be very much into like white and beige and neutrals, and I still do love them, don't get me wrong. But I think like over the past couple of weeks, my taste kind of evolved into a more like darker kind of style. So I do still love very soft and neutral colors, but at the same time I've kind of started to like moody, darker color combinations, especially with black and dark brown wood. So yeah, that's why I decided to go for something a little bit more darker and moodier for this build. It's fully black, meaning I mostly use black, so not everything is black obviously, because that would make it quite boring in my opinion. But yeah, there's different shades of dark colors, especially like grey and black obviously, and there are actually very many different shades of black in The Sims 4, so it's not like tone in tone, and that way it kind of looks a bit more realistic as well. In addition to the black colors and the grey colors, I used a lot of dark brown wood, which is kind of like putting a contrast to this like really dark modern, very, you know, geometric shape of the house, as well as in the interior. I think a modern house needs some kind of warmth to make it really interesting, or I don't know, something special. And I tried to do this with the lovely eco lifestyle lines that I use in probably almost every modern build that I do. They are technically a wall decoration, but I also decided to use them in a different way in this video because I made a custom fence. I really wanted it to kind of look fenced off. I didn't want it to be really open. I don't know, for some reason I really don't like that a modern mansion is just like out there, you know, like every normal mansion in real life has a gate around it because it's normally very expensive, and you don't want people to just, you know, walk in tra-la-la like the welcome wagon. So yeah, it makes sense to me to kind of add a gate to it. I don't personally love the look of like full gates in The Sims because I think it just blocks a lot of the house and the exterior out, and then you can't really get a feel for what the mansion actually looks like, or the house, or whatever you build. So yeah, I decided to go for this fence that I custom made, obviously without custom content. It's just the wall lines from Eco Lifestyle shrunk down, and then I added a immaculate shelf to kind of create the horizontal lines. And talking of the gate, I also added a house number because I really love that realistic touch to houses, and ever since I discovered that there are numbers on the gallery, I want to use them all the time. I love the look of them. So yeah, the numbers aren't custom content obviously, they are just from the gallery, and I'm using a lot of gallery art again in this build, and the list of all the creators is going to be in the description of this video if you want to check them out. But you can literally just type in, I don't know, numbers or paintings or whatever you're looking for. There's plenty of stuff and you'll easily find whatever you want. And yeah, that's my weekly gallery talk in every video, but I do have to give credit to the people who create these amazing paintings and have these really cool ideas. Anyway, the inspiration for this build was a couple of pictures actually. So I've been looking at darker houses and darker mansions recently because I said I'm in this kind of mood for darker interiors as well as exteriors, and I came across a fully black modern mansion or modern house or something, and it was literally fully black. Like there is barely anything that isn't black, and the exterior was very like just black and very box shapey, and I personally tried to avoid making modern builds boxy because I personally think it looks a bit boring when there's nothing to it. So yeah, this is kind of a mixture of, basically the color inspiration came from that, and then the other part of the inspiration came from I think two houses, two pictures on Pinterest that I saw of mansions in black and dark brown, so with like dark brown details, and they're like located near a forest or like in front of a forest or something like that. So basically you can see the forest in the back. This lot is probably the closest I can get to that kind of look. I wanted it to look like it's really out in nature and not really in the city or anything. I wanted to look kind of discluded? Discluded, is that a word? Let me Google this. By the way, English is not my mother tongue, so I'm allowed to Google this. Discluded is not a word. Secluded? Yeah, I mean secluded. Is that how you pronounce it?
Secluded.
Secluded. I wanted it to be really secluded and like mysterious. I was like imagining foggy forest vibes, something like that. I think this lot is probably one of my favorite lots to build on. It's the Tail's End in Brindleton Bay. I think I built like 3 houses there in the past 2 months or so. Yeah, I really love it. I think the backdrop is beautiful. The lot size is amazing. Like at first I wasn't sure whether I would fit this mansion on there, but it genuinely fits perfectly. Like, don't have any complaints about it. The lighting's amazing, which is very, very important when you're a builder. And also, I want to say something about the tour, because you know how I would do like a tour of the build and everything at the end, and everything looks really nice and polished. Well, the thing is, in this tour, you can really notice the mirror glitch that's in the game right now. Basically, there is a glitch where when you place a mirror, it doesn't reflect walls when there's doors or windows on them, which is ace. And the thing is, I can't really do anything about it. Like, I just have to wait for the Sims team to fix it. And obviously I had to film the tour, and I wanted to film the tour. So yeah, you're gonna see very weird walls probably when you look in mirrors. I really do hope they fix that soon, because that's really, really annoying. And also, speaking of the Sims team, I don't know if you follow The Sims or me on Twitter, but you will have seen that they posted a kind of teaser for the 21st birthday anniversary of The Sims, and I think they said that they are working with 21 custom content creators for this. I wonder what it could be. I'm really, really curious. I think we'll find out on the 25th of February. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think the 25th of February it said on Twitter. I really, really, really want to know what it is. I'm so curious. I'm a very, very impatient person, and I can't contain my excitement. I am hoping, and this is my theory, so I don't know, it's probably not true or anything like that. So I'm thinking it could either be like an addition of new items and new clothing, new hair, all that stuff. But my second theory, and that's the one that I think could potentially be right, and I'm hoping, because I've been wishing for this for a long time, but basically because it's 21 custom content creators, that's a lot, right? That's a lot of people. I'm thinking, and now hear me out, I'm thinking they do an overhaul of the base game, and they like redo the base game in a way, and maybe they add different clothing or rework the ones that already exist, and like different furniture, different accessories, maybe new textures, maybe completely new styles, something a bit more contemporary maybe, because I think a lot of the base game items are really, really old-fashioned, which is a shame, and I never really use the base game, rarely ever, literally, so I would die for something like this. Like, oh my god, I'm really hoping it is that. I am keeping my fingers crossed because I want that to happen. That would be the dream, honestly. But honestly, anything involving custom content creators will be amazing, no matter what it would be. The fact that they are working with custom content creators makes me so happy, because they've been creating beautiful things for ages and never really got the recognition, so I'm happy. I mean, I don't personally use CC just because I want to make my builds accessible for you guys, but that's why I'm so stoked about this, because it would mean that we get really contemporary, beautiful items in the game without having to use custom content, because obviously a lot of people can't rely on custom content and are kind of missing out. So I think that would be so amazing. Do let me know in the comments what you think it could be. I'm really curious what your theories are. And yeah, the speed build is coming to an end now, so I will have to stop my waffling. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next Wednesday with a brand new speed build. Bye!